The voice message that hadn't been recorded yet. I was staring at my phone screen, thumb hovering over the record button when the notification appeared. Voice message from Lena Castellanos. That's me. I'm Lena Castellanos. I hadn't pressed record yet. I'd been sitting in my car outside the medical plaza for 20 minutes, rehearsing what I was going to say to my sister. Maya deserved to hear it from me, not from Mom, and definitely not through some clinical phone call from a stranger. But the words kept rearranging themselves in my head, and none of them a fap. The notification sat there. 1 minute and 43 seconds. I touched it. My own voice came through the speaker and my stomach dropped into my shoes. Maya, I need you to listen to me very carefully. I sounded terrified. My voice was shaking in a way I'd never heard before. When you get to the house tonight, do not go inside. I don't care what you hear. I don't care if it sounds like me. Stay in your car and call the police. Tell them static crackled through the line. Tell them there's been an accident. Tell them to bring back. It's already inside. I can hear it moving in the kitchen. It knows I'm here. Maya, I'm so sorry. I should have listened when you said something felt wrong about this place. You were right. You were. The message cut off. I sat there with the phone pressed to my ear, listening to silence. My hands were shaking. I pulled the phone away and stared at the screen. Received. 3,000 feet him. That was now. That was this exact minute. I hadn't recorded anything. I'd been sitting here rehearsing a completely different message about test results and treatment options and how I was going to be fine, probably. They'd caught it early. I played the message again. Same terrified voice. Same warning. Same static-eaten words about something being inside. Something that wasn't me. My first thought was that someone had cloned my voice. There were apps for that now. Maya had shown me one last month, laughing as she made a fake recording of me saying I'd finally watched that show she'd been recommending. But this wasn't a prank. The fear in that voice was too real. Too specific. I looked up at the medical plaza. Dr. Reeves was waiting for me on the 3rd floor. I was already late for my follow-up appointment. I tried to call Maya. It went straight to voicemail. She was probably in a meeting. She'd started that new job 2 weeks ago. Something demanding with irregular hours. I'd barely talked to her since. I sent a text instead. Did you just send me something? Call me. Then I sat there, staring at my phone. This time I focused on the background noise. There was something there underneath my voice. A rhythmic creaking like footsteps on old floorboards. A house settling. But which house? The message had mentioned Maya coming to the house tonight. My house? Maya hadn't been to my apartment in months. Mom's house? Maya went there every Thursday for dinner, but that wasn't until tomorrow. Unless... My chest tightened. There was one house Maya might go to tonight. The house we inherited from our grandmother 3 months ago. The what? The one? The one Maya had finally agreed to visit this week to start sorting through everything. She'd asked me to come with her. I'd said I couldn't, not with everything going on with my health. She'd said she understood, but I'd heard the disappointment in her voice. She'd said she might go tonight after work instead of waiting for the weekend. She'd said it felt wrong to keep putting off, like we were disrespecting Grandma's memory. I'd thought she was being dramatic. See routine to Vedic. I looked at the message timestamp again. 3:45 p.m. The message had been sent 4 minutes ago, but I'd watched my phone the entire time. I'd been staring at the screen, building up courage to record my own message. There had been no notification. No sound. Nothing. Until there was. I tried calling Maya again. Still voicemail. I opened my recent calls looking for the last time we talked. 2 days ago. 16 minutes. She'd called to confirm that I was definitely not coming tonight, that she'd have to go alone. I'd apologized, she'd said it would fud. I should call, reschedule, explain that something had come up, but I'd already rescheduled twice. And what would I say? That I'd received a voice message from myself, warning about something that hadn't happened yet? I looked at the message one more time. The duration, 1 minute and 43 seconds. I focused on the exact wording, trying to understand. When you get to the house tonight. Future tense. Maya hadn't arrived yet. It's already inside. Present tense. Something was there. I can hear it moving. Also pretense. I was eyed, but I wasn't planning to go. I told Maya I couldn't. I had this appointment, and even if I didn't, I wasn't ready to face that house. Not yet. Not with everything else happening. So how could I be there? My phone buzzed. A text from Maya. Finally. Sorry, phone was off in meeting. What's up? I stared at the message. My thumbs moved automatically, typing out a response. Don't go to Grandma's house tonight. Something's wrong. The dots appeared immediately. Why? Did something happen at the doctor yet? I was still sitting in the parking lot. I'm fine. Just don't go to the house. Please. You're scaring me. What's going on? I looked at the voice message again. It was still there. Still real. Still impossible. I could forward it to her. Let her hear it herself. Let her understand that this wasn't me being paranoid or dramatic or letting the stress of my diagnosis make me irrational. I touched the forward button. The message was gone. I scrolled through my recent messages. I highlight Stike hearts. No record of any message from myself. No timestamp. No audio file. Nothing. But I'd heard it. I'd played it 3 times. I'd memorized every word, every inflection, every crackle of static. Lena, another text from Maya. I didn't know what to say. Without the message, I had nothing. Just a feeling. Just fear. I typed, bad feeling. That's all. Promise me you won't go alone. Another long pause. Then, I was actually thinking of Benghaide. Long. Love you too. I set the phone down and took a deep breath. Crisis averted. Whatever that message had been, hallucination, stress, some weird tech glitch, it didn't matter now. Maya wasn't going. Everything was fine. I finally went up to my appointment. Dr. Reeves ran through my test results with her usual calm professionalism. The numbers looked good. The treatment plan was working. Yo pretended, she said. I nodded and smiled and pretended I was listening. I left the medical plaza around 5:30. The sun would right. I sat in my car for a minute, feeling drained. Appointments always exhausted me, even good ones. My phone buzzed. Text from Maya. Change of plans. Going to head over to the house after all. Want to get it over with. Should be there by 7. My blood went cold. I called her immediately. It rang once, then went to voicemail. I tried again. Same thing. I sent a text. Maya, no. Do not go to that house. I'm serious. No response. Nothing. I started my carb. Grandma's house smart sour cow. It's made help aids to word it meter fight car dap from her. If I left now, if I drove fast, I might be able to stop whatever was going to happen. Or I might be the reason it happened at all. That thought stopped me with my hand on the gear shift. The message had been from me. My voice. My words. I was warning Maya about something I was going to witness. Something that was going to witness, something that was going to happen because I was there. What if I was the danger? What if by going, I was making the message come true? But if I didn't go and something happened to my phone sat in the cup holder, silent. Maya wasn't responding to any of my texts. I tried to remember everything from the message, the creaking floorboards, the kitchen, something that knew I was there, something that could pretend to be me. I can hear it moving in the kitchen. It knows I'm here. It wasn't me Maya needed to worry about. It was something else, something already in the house. I took the exit toward the county roads. The sun was setting mine it. I heard it behind, but tides can't shine it fight its on its. My phone buzzed. I grabbed it at a red light. Text from Maya. At the house, doors unlocked. Did you come out here earlier? No, I hadn't. I typed with shaking hands. Get out now. I'm on my way. The light turned green. I dropped the phone and accelerated. 5 minutes later, I turned onto the gravel drive leading to Grandma's property. Maya's car was parked out front. The house was dark except for one light in the kitchen window. I pulled up next to her and killed the engine whums. Property. Maya's car was parked out front though. Through the kitchen window, I saw a phone light up on the counter, but no one answered it. I got out of my car. The evening air was cold. I could hear crickets and far off a dog barking. Maya? I called. No answer. I walked up to the front door. It was unlocked, just like she'd said. I pushed it open. Maya? I heard footsteps in the kitchen. Slow, rhythmic creaking on the old floorboards. Someone appeared in the kitchen doorway. It was me. She looked exactly like me. Same clothes I'd worn. She smiled when she saw me. I was just about to record a message, she said in my voice. Want to help me figure out what to say? I heard Maya scream from somewhere upstairs, and I understood, finally, what the warning had been about. I pulled out my phone with shaking hands and pressed record. Drop your verdict in the comments. Wait, what?